It's time for the Mohney Show. High atop the third story of the historic Gibson House overlooking beautiful downtown Centralia. The star of the show, Steve Mohney.
Yes. And it's time for another exciting episode of the Mohney Show. Paul Walker is with me. Can I get a double salute today?
Double salute.
Double salute. Thank you very much. And boy, I'll tell you what, a lot of stuff's going on. You're busy as hell.
Yes, we have broken out of the gates, as
Yes.
they say, and we are scrambling. We've got a lot of sports happening. High
There's a
school
lot of
sports fully underway.
Okay, so I want to know this right before we start that. I want to know about Emerald Downs. Emerald Downs. It was the final race was on Sunday, right?
Right. Closing
Okay, so
day.
there was some betting, there was some wagering that went on.
Yes.
I'd like to hear that story.
Well, there's two stories.
Okay.
First of all, Tony.
Yeah.
The heartbeat of Eli Sports, right?
Yep. I know.
He. You have what's called the racing form.
Yes.
It has all the past performances, and he's just going through all of this,
Compiling
and just charts
Right.
and data
Graphs.
everywhere. Oh, just
TV screens.
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
The whole thing.
Phones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pencils behind the ear, one out of the
Yeah,
mouth.
right
I mean,
there.
it's
Yep.
all.
Yep.
It's all
And
there.
he did this. I saw him do this.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And what he came up with was, I'm going to bet $5 to win, place, and show
Okay.
on jockey Manny Americano.
And he's an apprentice, right?
He's an apprentice, which
Okay.
means this is his first year. He's just getting started. So Manny, as apprentices do, get off to a slow start, but you could just see him. He's getting better and better and
Right.
better as the season goes on. And over the last month, he has really kind of found a groove. Now, as an apprentice, you also get a weight break.
Oh, okay.
So if they say, hey, everyone has to carry 120 pounds in this race, he gets a 5-pound break. They only have to carry 115 with an apprentice.
Okay.
That's to make up for the lack of experience until they get X number of wins. Then they're a regular jockey.
Okay.
So that's the reasoning behind that. So he bets $5 to win in place and show, and Manny wins the first race.
Right.
Then he gets second in the second race.
Wow.
Then he wins another race.
So how much did Tony win?
And then he wins another race.
Oh, wow.
Then he got third in a race.
Wow.
And so after all of that, Tony was ahead $63.
Not bad.
Getting to the final race.
Fair.
Final race of for Manny. And Manny is riding in the Gottstein Futurity, probably the most second prestigious race in the Pacific Northwest.
Okay.
It's the 84th running of this race.
Wow.
And I don't think Manny has ever ridden in a stakes race before. This is it's a $50,000 purse.
Whoa.
So they're running for money here,
Yeah.
big money here for them. And so he's on this horse, and it's 32-1.
That's big time.
Those are
isn't
big
it?
odds.
Yeah.
So he goes to the lead and sets some reasonable fractions. And I go, oh, did you bet him? And he goes, I didn't bet $5 win, place, and show on him.
What?
I go, well, 32-1. He wanted to keep his $63. So he goes around, coming down the stretch. Oh, no, Manny's not stopping. And neither is the 32. It's Colonel Ludlow. Colonel Ludlow's digging in. And Colonel Ludlow wins at 32-1. Pays $66 on a $2 win ticket. A $5 win ticket would give you, $120, $150.
Right.
And I go, you didn't bet? He goes, no, I didn't say I didn't bet. I said I didn't bet $5 to win, place, and show.
So what did he do?
He bet $20 to win, place, and show. So that's 66.
Even I know that's good.
The $66 $2 win, that's 660 on a $20 win. You get it 10 times. So he collected about $1,100 off his $60 bet.
Tony.
Now, however, I'll have to say I did that one better.
Really?
Yes, I did this.
Of course, you had to want him.
He doesn't buy it, but it really was a very exact betting and selecting, where I'm looking at the horses, and I go, this one, there's probably a 50-50 chance that it rears up before the race and even breaks free, and they end up having to scratch him.
Really?
Yeah. So I'm going to bet that one, hoping for the scratch, and I'll just get my money back. Broke free, ran off.
How did you know?
They had to scratch it. I got my $60 back. And so I broke even on that bet, and that was my best bet of the day.
Nice. That's good, strong work. So were you back behind the horse with a feather or something?
run off. No, so, but yes, that's
good
in
work.
fact, I'm writing season wrap up stories right now.
Good.
So if you're a horse race fan, check it out. It'll be coming out here over the next couple of days.
All kinds of stuff from Emerald Downs and over on the high school sports end of it, man. Things I watched The Office, and it's just like a fever pitch.
Yeah. It is a busy time. We've got crews going all over. They're doing a really good job of following up. This is the first year that we've really had a concerted effort to make sure that every game that we do has a write-up after it. Some are longer, some are shorter, some are just, here's the score, and we put in, hey, we've taken the post-game show and put it in there. You can click on that and listen to the recap that our crew does as well. So a lot of stuff on the website. EliSportsNetwork.com. That is a free website. You can always go to it. And, of course, Matthew writes all about the Mariners. Yep. I write about Emerald Downs, and Tony writes about soccer, and Danny writes about tennis and other things, and a bunch of stuff on there. It's always free. Our live stream is on the NFHS network. That is a subscription. It's $12 a month, and it gives you full access to all of the games being streamed in the state, and in fact, not only in the state, across the entire country. There's literally millions of hours of content on there if you love high school sports.
And if you want to watch something from last year, you can watch it.
Yep, you can do that, and it's $80 for the entire year, and it's one of the best deals. Sports deals that you can find.
Now that's a lot of entertainment.
That's a lot of entertainment.
So you guys are busy, obviously every single day here.
Yeah.
And sometimes I don't even know what you guys are doing.
Yeah, either do I.
I know.
And most of the time I don't know what we're doing.
So you called me last Friday night.
You don't have to be so agreeable quickly there, my dear.
Well, Paul called me last Friday night, and I said, well, what are you doing? He goes, I don't know. I think I did a game.
Exactly.
Paul, we're going to take a break. We've got Melanie from Lewis County Solid Waste. She is here, and she's going to talk about the Repair and Sustainability Fair, and it's on Saturday, September 21st. So this coming Saturday, 10 to 2, Centralia College in the Swift Center.
All right.
You got anything broken that you need fixed?
No.
Good. Throw it away.
No, exactly.
I'm just joking. We're back with that right after this on The Mohney Show. Rental, quality equipment, and helpful counter pros save you costly delays. For projects big and small, Tyler has Genie man lifts and forklifts, Deere excavators, welders, and generators, plus new tools from Steel, Milwaukee, and Hilti. While you're in the store, shop for hard hats, safety glasses, gloves, hearing protection, and much more. Contractors and homeowners depend on Tyler Rental for selection and well-maintained equipment to avoid downtime. Tyler Rental, 153 Hamilton Road, south of Chehalis. Are back on the Mohney Show, and with me in the studio, in fact, it's kind of early on a Tuesday as we tape this, Melanie Case from Lewis County Solid Waste. Welcome to the Mohney Show again.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here to talk about our special event we have coming up.
Well, I was going to ask you right out of the script here. Do you have a busted zipper or ripped jeans Don't toss it.
Repair it.
Repair it. So do you take your, your jeans down there and have whoever, sew the button back on, or?
I personally know how to do things like that.
She's like, what are you asking me that for?
But if I had a broken fan or a snowblower or something, I might take it there and have them see if they could troubleshoot fixing it. At previous repair fairs, those items have gotten fixed, or if they don't have the specific part right then and there, our volunteer fixers will be able to diagnose and let the people know what part they need to get, and then they can fix it themselves.
You have assembled just a vast amount of people that, that can fix stuff. I mean, you've got, people that can sew. You've got, lawnmower fixing. How about a toaster? Has a toaster been in there to be fixed?
We haven't had a toaster, but I'm sure our volunteers are up to the challenge, because we have volunteers who are focused on electronic items. So at our very first repair fair, someone brought in a vacuum, and we try to tell people, try to bring in things that could be fixed in maybe 20 minutes or so, just to give everyone an opportunity to fix their items.
Yeah. But
we had a team of volunteers working on a gentleman's vacuum pretty much the entire time. And then at the very end of the event, all of a sudden we hear a vroom, and everyone stood up clapping. I mean, it was like it was such a success.
That's so
cool. We've had lamps, sewing machines.
Anything around the house that you don't want to throw it away.
Right.
But if you're not, if you're not versed in that, I guess, then somebody else is.
Yes. So our whole goal, and the volunteers' goal with getting the grant from Department of Ecology to offer these repair fairs, is let's keep things out of the landfill. Let's try to repair things as much as we can and give them new life. And
yeah, absolutely. And folks, we're talking about the Repair and Sustainability Fair, because we just started talking about this. Comes up this Saturday, September 21st, 10 to 2. Now can I say the Swift Center? I mean, that's kind of
that's what we call it. Yes. So at Centralia College, they have the Swift Center.
Okay.
And that's at 807 Pear Street. So we'll be in the big industrial workshop there. That's where all of our repair people will be. You'll check in. You'll let the check-in people know what items you have to be fixed. And then from there, they'll direct you to the right table where the volunteer fixers are. And then in addition to repairers being there, or the volunteer fixers, we'll have information booths giving people ideas on how to live a more sustainable life.
Mm-hmm.
And then two of our volunteers will be doing some workshops. One will be hosting a workshop at 10:30 on emergency preparedness. Here we are coming up with the rainy season. So what kind of things should you have in your go bag or disaster kit if you have to evacuate for a flood? And then at noon, a volunteer will be teaching about backyard home composting. So I know a lot of people are really interested in that.
Yeah, there's a lot going on. And now, in relation to the TransAlta Center building, where's this building?
So if you've been to the theater at Centralia College, and you park back in the parking lot on Pear Street, it'll be the building to the left.
Okay.
But then if you're on campus, TransAlta Center is kind of in the, I guess I would say, the central part.
Yeah.
So the Swift Center would be to your right if you're facing TransAlta from the main Esplanade.
Okay. Yeah. Great place to have it. And again, anything, well, not anything, but I mean something.
So we just encourage people to bring in items that they can carry. We're not really equipped or don't have the means to bring in super heavy items.
Somebody backing in there with their 6K watt generator. Hey, you know what? Can you fix this? Now we're talking about appliances, lamps, and maybe. Well, it's just about the end of lawnmower season, but maybe if your lawnmower needs a tweak or something like that, and like you said, blowers and something small engine type or.
And we'll have We'll have bicycle repair on site, but then if it's a more major bicycle repair, we've partnered with Hub City Bicycle, and we'll be referring people down there because they're open on Saturdays for bigger bicycle repairs. But if it's something minor, we'll fix those things on the spot. And then we also have what we call a stuff swap table. If you have items that you just no longer want, like some books or gardening tools or something like that, you're welcome to place them out on this table, and then other people can come and look at those items and take whatever they're interested in. And we'll have a table focused on our WSU Lewis County Master Recyclers new tool library that they're opening up soon. So people can stop there and get information on that project and how it will work and when it will be opening.
And kids crafts and activities. It's going to be a good day.
It will be. It goes super fast. So it's a lot of setup, but it goes super fast. And our volunteers, they know what they're doing. Also, we're also always looking for new volunteers. If you like to tinker, if you're good at repairing certain items, or if you're interested in volunteering at our tool library, when that's up and running, we'll need people to help check out tools to people, help receive tools back in, cleaning tools, repairing tools, and cataloging tools. So people, if they're interested in seeing what our volunteers have fixed before, at the end of when someone gets an item fixed, anyone who wants to, we have them hold their item up that got fixed, and then they have a sign that says, this got repaired at the repair fair.
Oh, nice.
And so on our Facebook page, Lewis County Solid Waste, they can look at pictures from previous repair fairs, because we've had a couple in Centralia and one in Morton. And or our volunteers Facebook page is Lewis County Master Recycler Composters.
So what I'm going to do is Saturday at about 9:50, I'm going to pull up there with my pickup truck. I've got a riding lawnmower that'll be in the back of the truck. I'm going to have you guys pull that thing out and take the deck off, sharpen up the blades, and do some stuff like that. Melanie doesn't know. I do this to her every single time. I used to do this to her when I was on the radio, and she just sits there and goes, "Okay, are you done now?" No, this is a really a great time. Saturday, so this coming Saturday, where did September go? It's already the 21st.
I don't know. It's just going
Summer's
so
gone.
fast.
It's time to pack up the stuff and put it inside and get ready for the rainy season. But 10 to 2, Centralia College at the Swift Center, and that's at 807 West Pear Street. Man, the college just continues to grow, doesn't it?
It's a fantastic place.
It is beautiful.
We're really blessed to have Centralia College here.
And I was a student there about a year ago, and I had the most wonderful experience. The teachers, they're kind. Although being a geezer like I am, I think it took more time to turn the assignments in than I remember as a kid.
Oh, doing it all online.
There's a curve there, but man, I sure ran into a lot of great instructors that really know what they're doing. So, we really are blessed to have this in our backyard.
We are,
and it's a good place for events like this as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we've been really lucky to partner with them on hosting this event. It's a real good partnership.
We've had some Earth Day events there that we've done in the past, and again, just a fantastic place. And then you've got Corbett Theater, man, state of the art. Don't miss it. Comes up this Saturday, September 21st, 10 to 2 at Centralia College. It's the Repair and Sustainability Fair. And thank you for coming in, because I get so much out of this because I didn't know what was going on, and I think it's really interesting to other folks as well. But you might get something fixed, right?
Right. You might get something fixed, or even if you don't have anything to be fixed right now, people are more than welcome to come by and watch what the volunteers are doing.
Yeah.
Maybe they just have a question. Oh, I'm interested in how to sharpen my knives at home, but you don't have any to sharpen right now. You could just look over the volunteer's shoulder and maybe see what equipment they have and ask questions.
You know what? I'm glad you mentioned that, because I have the dullest knives in the entire county. I think I might go over there.
They will set you up.
Yes, very good. Thank you for being here, and we will see you next time. We'll have you. We've got a lot of stuff coming up this fall and this winter as well with Lewis County, the solid waste. So thanks for being here. Have a wonderful day, and we'll see you back next time.
Thanks, Steve.
Point S Centralia OK Tire is a proud sponsor of high school sports and wishes all teams good luck during the postseason. With the playoffs starting, that means the weather is changing, and that means tough driving conditions with ice, rain, and snow. Point S Centralia OK Tire invites you to stop by and have your vehicle checked so you're ready for winter driving. Studded snow tires, studless snow tires, and tire chains are in stock and ready to put on whatever you drive, and with a warranty good at over 200 locations. Point S Centralia OK Tire, 1741 Harrison Avenue in Centralia. The real estate market is changing, and John L. Scott can answer your questions with a free market analysis. If you're a homeowner, it's really important to get a current market analysis. It only takes a few minutes of your time and contains valuable information about your biggest investment. This might be the year to make a move and take advantage of this market. For your free market analysis, see Laura Lee today at John L. Scott, 900 West Main in Centralia. We're back with the Mohney Show, and I can't believe it's September 17th as we tape this. And more than halfway through September already. Mm-hmm. Whoa, Brittany's with me right now. And the reason Brittany is on the show is that you are involved in the Onalaska Apple Harvest Festival, aren't you?
Yes, as a promotional contractor.
Okay,
yep.
So this is a big deal.
Yeah.
This is
festival.
A lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to be in the parade, do you know the particulars about that? Tell us about the whole event.
If you want to be in the parade, to answer your first question, you can go to onalaskaalliance.org, and they're under events. You click on Apple Harvest Festival. They have the application for the parade, for the 5K, for the pie contest, if you want to enter your apple pie. They have a quilt show.
So is that baking a pie and entering it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when it is somebody, or is it going to have to be myself, that puts on a pie eating contest?
Well, there is the blueberry pie eating contest out in Mossy Rock.
Right, during the summer.
During the Mossy Rock Blueberry Festival. I don't know about Onalaska.
I always thought it would be fun to just,
Yeah.
There's just pies going all over the place.
Well, what if you're not a blueberry pie fan and you want to,
exactly.
all you can eat? I can understand that.
But I think if you're having a pie eating contest, you should say, hey, we've got apple pie here. We've got blueberry pie. We've got I'm not sure about pumpkin pie, although in October that would be fitting.
Yeah.
But maybe different pie, flavors, because who wants to eat a pie they don't, like?
Yeah, maybe it's part of your strategy. What about cherry pie?
That's fine. But I just want some kind of a pie eating contest.
Yeah.
So when does this thing happen? We're roughly 2-3 weeks away, right?
I believe we're 17 days away.
Okay.
As of today, which is Tuesday, it's October 4th through 6th.
Okay.
Festivities actually kick off the Thursday night of that week. They have, I believe it's Apple Harvest Bingo, and they introduce the Apple Harvest Queen and all that stuff.
Okay.
But then Friday, Saturday, Sunday are the big days of stuff happening.
So we've got a car show out there. I don't know a lot of the stuff. What happens?
I don't know much about the car show. There's a parade. There's a 5K. There's the pie contest. There's a quilt show.
Yeah.
There is a farm and homestead tour, which is actually really cool. They take you out onto working farms and they show you around, and the owners are there to answer questions and tell you about what they're doing. And then one of the other big things that they do is the farm to table dinner. Which is kind of the big kind of cap it off event, all local stuff. So
and this is all the parade's on Carlisle Avenue, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay. And then there's probably a lot of stuff going on right near, the lake there and the smokestacks and all that.
Yep,
right?
that's where the 5K happens.
Okay.
And then they also have a lot of vendors as part of the festival set up in different places. And sometimes those are baked goods, crafted goods. There's a big variety.
Yeah, it's all good. There's a lot of food out there, isn't there?
There is. And I will say, I've been a contractor for events and different stuff for years now. I've been in every parade there is in Lewis County. Onalaska knows how to put on a good show.
Oh yeah, they do. They've and this thing has grown.
Yes.
How many years has it been in existence?
Oh gosh, I'm the wrong person to ask that question.
I mean, but it seems like it's gotten popular over the last, say, 4 or 5 years, right?
I think so. I think it's really exponentially grown the last 4 or 5 years, like you said.
Because last year it was monster. It was huge.
I want to say it's closer to 10 years that it's been going on, at least, though, because we've been taking our kids out there since they were little.
Yeah.
So, but it's a good time.
I will say a lot of the smaller, towns around Lewis County put on some very good events. I mean, some are bigger than others.
Sure.
Toledo, that's a really good one.
Cheese Days is very well organized.
And they put out this.
Let
me grab this. I just saved this. I was cleaning things out yesterday a little bit.
Yeah.
But the Toledo Lions Club, the Cheese Days.
Yep.
This thing, I mean, this is a book.
Yeah.
Well done.
Yeah.
I mean, you're a designer.
Mm-hmm. It takes a lot of time.
That takes a lot of time. They're working on this one for 25 right now.
Yeah. So the Lions Club does that for Toledo. Onalaska also has one they put together. It's also available on the Apple Harvest page on their on the Onalaska Alliance website.
Okay.
It's a woman named Paterka who puts that together the last few years. I've got to work with her. And yeah, I mean, it really takes a festival to the next level when you have a physical product like that you can look through and see all of the businesses that are financially supporting, donating items to support whatever it is.
And then, with Toledo, they've the big cheeses and all that stuff. So is there like an Onalaska, there's a queen, right?
Yes, they have a royal court.
Okay.
And the finalists are already selected.
Is there somebody that's the grand poobah in the parade? I'm asking her questions. She probably has no idea, but she's all I got.
Yeah, I'm sure there is a grand marshal. I haven't seen for sure who it is for Onalaska this year, but I'm certain there's someone leading the parade and that they're honoring. The Onalaska Alliance is very thoughtful about how they do these events and how they put the best foot forward for their community. Because this is something that they're hoping not just community residents enjoy. They're hoping you come and stay the weekend.
Yes.
Like at an Airbnb or a hip camp or a campground. VRBO, Vacation Rental by Owner, has places. And then have you heard of Harvest Hosts?
No.
So there's an app called Harvest Hosts where you can go and find farms where you can stay.
Oh, wow.
And it's usually dry camping,
right?
But they make you a real good deal on getting your lodging and everything, and it allows you to stay for the whole weekend for a festival like this. That's
a lot of fun and very price on that. Is it going to be?
It varies.
Decent.
It varies depending on what app you're booking through and what the accommodations are. Your standard campground a lot of times are not a whole lot per night. But if you're staying in an Airbnb cabin, you could be paying closer to hotel prices. But of course, there's no hotels in Onalaska. So Airbnbs are the next best thing, in my opinion.
Beautiful area, out there. They've they got a lot of stuff going on. In fact, one of our huge sponsors, Napa, is out in Onalaska, and Dave Wilson, the owner, says they're doing fantastic out there. They've just been welcomed into the community, and super cool.
People forget. I feel like Onalaska is just enough off the beaten path that people kind of forget about it as a community sometimes, which is so unfortunate because it's an incredible little town. Like you're talking about a small town that's 10 minutes from I-5 that has a bank. It has, I believe, it has a Valley View clinic there, doesn't it? I'm
pretty sure.
I mean, the Carlisle restaurant is awesome. They've got
the drive-in across from Napa.
Yep, they have.
They got their school system.
Yep.
Their school system has been recognized several times. My mom was a first grade teacher out there for 32 years, and maybe you had her, maybe you had Mrs. Wilson or whatever.
Yeah.
And in fact, I run into people. Oh yeah, I had your mom for first grade, but they won awards out there.
Yeah. Look at their football team.
Yeah.
I mean
the loggers are just whoa.
Yep. They got a real strong program out there for a lot of different things. I mean,
they use bales of hay for the kids as they.
That's the only way to do it.
These kids are so tough, that when they turn out to football, it's probably easier than what they've been doing on the farm.
Yeah, Oh, I've said stuff like that for years. I mean, we have people here that buck hay bales all summer long.
Oh, yeah.
I'd love to see somebody that does that kind of work against like a CrossFit athlete, because I think it would be really close, like the level of fitness.
My uncle Steve, this is when I was like probably 11 or 12 or something like that. He was an Onalaska logger.
Mm-hmm.
He played on the football team with Vern Chandler.
Sure.
And those guys were amazing. I mean, he'd bring these guys over to the house and they'd just beat the living hell out of me. I mean, not really, but I mean, hey, how you doing? Boom, you know, and I'd be going,
so, I played youth football. I can appreciate.
Yeah, they're tough guys. So, hey, that's going to be a great event. Give us the dates again.
October 4th through 6th.
Okay.
And there is a full schedule of events, like I said, on the Onalaska Alliance website. They have it all broken down by day.
Good.
You can see what's going on. You can plan your whole visit, whether you do one day or all of them. So yeah, it's very well organized. You should check it out.
You can plan your event, events you want to do with the family, but more important than anything, the food.
Yep.
You're going to want to check out the vendors.
Yes.
And there's probably going to be quite a few apples.
I would imagine so.
I wonder if do they have apple bobbing?
You know, I don't know that I've seen that. In years past, I've seen the football team doing apple cider pressing.
Oh, yeah.
For people.
Oh.
Yeah. So.
Oh, the apple cider. Tasty. Brittany, thanks for being with us. Sure. You're obviously always here, but you're behind the camera. And it's fantastic that you're here today. More on the Mohney Show right after this. Back on the Mohney Show, Brittany is with me still, even though I thought we were signing off, but we've got more to talk about down in Vader.
Yes.
And they're doing all kinds of stuff down there. That's by Mrs. Beasley's, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Everything revolves around food.
Mrs. Beasley's is the gateway to Vader, right?
It is. You go down the freeway. Yeah. Hey, get off the freeway. Head to Mrs. Beasley's. Yeah. Okay, what's going on out in Vader? They're doing a fundraiser, aren't they?
Yeah. I just wanted to highlight really quick. I ran across this event on Facebook. Saturday, September 28th.
Okay.
They are having a stage raising fundraising concert at McMurphy Park in Vader.
Stage raising. Mm-hmm. What does that entail?
Well, it's apparently for this event, Brian Swanson Trucking is bringing in, I'm guessing, a trailer stage.
Okay.
But the goal with the cover charge of this event is to raise funds to put in a permanent performance stage at McMurphy Park.
Oh, wow.
And if anybody heard kind of what happened over the summer with Pickers Fest moving out of Winlock, I have some belief that this is Vader trying to make a run for things like Pickers Fest and maybe to bring other festivals to Vader. Again,
it's another Lewis County beautiful. No, wait, is that Cala? No, that's Lewis County.
It's Lewis County.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just making sure. Beautiful place.
Yep.
And really right off Interstate 5.
Yeah, it's not far off Interstate 5. People forget there are a couple of good restaurants in Vader.
Uh-huh.
There is the Tracks in Vader, which is fairly new. And then everybody knows the Little Crane Cafe.
Oh, man.
And last time I was there, I had a good prime rib at the Little Crane. So
I didn't know about the Little Crane until it's been about 10 years ago. And we rolled in there one, I don't know, it was a weekend day, mm-hmm. Tammy and I, and she's like, yeah, you got to go in here.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, man.
Yeah.
This is pretty cool.
Uh-huh.
Tasty food. Out of the way. Nobody, the locals.
Yeah.
No.
Mm-hmm.
But,
they do.
If you're from somewhere out of the county.
Yeah, if you've never had,
you probably don't know about it.
If you've never had an excuse to drive into Vader, if you've never gone to Vader May Days, since we're talking about festivals, Vader May Day is, I think, pretty much the only festival they have, and it's in the springtime.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't have an excuse to go there, you kind of forget about it.
Yeah, exactly.
So imagine, for a town like Vader to put in a stage and start trying to attract these types of things, do they create more opportunities for people to come out there?
Yes.
So I'm excited to see how this event goes. It is a $15 a person. It's from 7 to 11 p.m. Saturday the 28th.
Oh, yeah, right on.
Remember when we were in Winlock for Egg Days?
Yes.
2 Minute Miracle that played
at
the club is going to be out there performing.
Boy, I might have to go. That's the 28th, right?
Yep. And then Fallen Pillars as well.
Okay.
Gates open at 6, so an hour before. Bring your own chair.
But I have to know this.
Yes.
This is imperative.
Yeah.
And I think you know what I'm going to ask.
I might.
Is there a beer garden?
There sure is. How did you know? It says family friendly, but it says the Tracks is doing the beer garden.
Nice.
So there will be a beer garden.
Got to be able to have that beverage.
You know, my question's going to be.
Yeah. Is there a wine garden?
Are there food vendors?
I know.
And there are.
Okay. I was going to say, what do we have? I mean, is it?
It doesn't say, but they've had food truck vendors out there for May Days and stuff like that. I would imagine they're going to pull some similar varieties.
Be nice if they had like a taco truck or something where we can get those tacos that are so.
Have you seen the wood-fired pizza truck in Napa Vine?
Yes.
Yeah. So maybe I don't know.
Why is wood-fired pizza so good?
It's delicious.
Why is food, folks? We should do an entire show on just why food is so good and why we get up in the morning. And, what am I having today?
Yeah,
and then you know what? And then you wake up one day. Well, you don't wake up one day, but you go, it's fine. I'll do that later. And then all of a sudden, kunk, 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 kunk.
Yeah, yep, it's time.
Might have to do something about this. You're young.
Yeah, but I just got done being pregnant, eating everything in sight. So.
Hey, I was going to ask you, how was that? Was that cool? I'm eating for two.
I mean, I'm still breastfeeding, so I'm still technically eating for two. I'm going to ride that on out into the sunset.
Absolutely.
But no, it's good.
So Bryson's 3 weeks old, right?
Yep.
And Bryson was a big baby.
Yes. Yeah, he was 9 pounds 11 ounces, and now he's over 11 pounds.
Wow.
So he's a big kid.
He's really happy.
Yeah, he's a happy kid. My favorite thing about him, personality-wise, so far, is he's saved most all his blowouts for his dad.
Oh, good. That's nice.
That's their bonding experience.
Yeah. So when you watch those commercials on TV for diapers or whatever, and if you're not a parent and you haven't been a parent, you don't really understand what they're trying to convey. Oh, we have the new blowout diapers.
Right.
Believe me, you understand that when you're a parent.
It was actually. 2 nights ago, Bryson, blew out his diaper, and we didn't realize it. So Skylar goes to change his diaper, and he's oh no, and of course we see what's going on.
Yeah,
and he's looking at the diaper, and he's like, how does this even happen? Like, why did it go up? Why did it go? Yeah. Why? He's like trying to figure out the physics of the diaper. I'm like, just don't question it, honey.
No,
just start over.
I gave up. Is what I would do is in a situation like that. I just take, one of the boys, just take them by their hands and feet and just tub.
Yep. That's
bathtub.
Sometimes all you can do,
because and the thing, I guess, while we're getting into the whole, the whole baby thing here, it's tough on the skin. You got to get, wash them all up. And now, do you powder bottoms?
We do Bordeaux's butt paste.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So, works good.
Yeah, it's my favorite product. I don't know what you use.
Well, this was more after they got a little bit older, probably, I don't know, maybe 3-4 years old, because my grandma Stewart always had powder.
Yeah.
I don't know why. My brother and I, powder.
It was a whole thing.
It's still all over the place.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that was more with Aaron and Matthew, maybe. It was pretty funny, though.
My brother, who's 5.5 years younger than me, once got into the tube of Desitin.
Ooh.
And when Mom and Dad found him, he was covered from head to toe. He looked like a little ghosty. There's pictures of that somewhere. So, kids, man.
Doesn't smell real good.
Desitin's not bad, but it's so hard to get off because it's like that really, I don't know if it's as thick as butt paste, but it like really sticks to you.
Well, you can use it for, I think I had some when I was lubing up the front end of the car.
Yeah.
I mean.
I as well.
So after having kids that are, Hank, how old's Hank? Is he 8? Okay. Yep. So Hank's 8 is Owen 9 or 10? Owen's 10. Okay. Yep. So he's older than Jack. So now a newborn, it all just flows back to you, doesn't it?
It does. Yeah. Third time around was kind of like riding a bike.
Yep.
Was like, oh yes, I remember this. Okay. We could, but I'm 8 years older than when I had the last one. Like, it is true what they say. I feel more relaxed and more patient and just more take it in stride.
I couldn't agree more. By the time Matthew came around in 1996, it was like, yeah, we're doing this again, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Somebody put him in the sink, bathe him up.
Yeah. No, I took Bryson to I'm Cub Scout committee chair this year. And I went to a committee meeting and we're all sitting around the round table, and I walked in and I said, "Who wants the baby?" And they said, "Are you already at that stage?" And I'm like, "This is my third kid." I'm like, "I've had this kid all day. You need a baby fix? You take that baby."
I took him the other day at the round table meeting. Yeah. I took him for a second. He immediately knew that it wasn't mom holding him.
Wow.
But I was pretty good.
Oh, you were great.
I mean,
you were great. I actually told Skylar, Steve, it was really cute. I was sitting in the meeting and everybody's talking, and all of a sudden I just look over at Steve and we kind of lock eyes, and he goes, "Yeah." there were no words. Yeah. It was like, "Oh, there you go.
Give me the baby." And that's coming from somebody that, when I was a kid, I just, babies were like, my mom would go, "Well, so and so's coming over, your cousin," and I'd say, "Who's that?"
Yeah.
Well, they're blah, blah, blah. And, do they have kids? Well, yeah, they've got, oh, God. I just, I just didn't want anything to, I was 5, 6, 7 years old.
Did you grow up in a big family?
No.
Oh, see, I come from a huge, I mean, everybody, there's always kids around. It was,
I just thought babies were stinky and, diapers and stinky slobbering and spitting up. And
there's a lot of that.
Yeah, and then, then I became a parent. And let's see, who would I rate the spitter up? That's got to be Aaron.
Yeah.
My middle son.
Okay.
He.
Yeah.
It's like you just, pick him up and put him here, and then you better damn well have a diaper, because we use cloth diapers part of the time too.
Yeah.
So you have, and
yeah. No, I don't know that any of my kids really did a lot of spit. I mean, they all spit up a little bit at least, but none of them were like, consistently projectile vomiting or anything.
I don't think he was projectile. He's watching this right now. Shut up, Dad.
Sorry, Aaron.
Yeah, sorry, Aaron. Steven was absolutely perfect.
Oh, was he? Is Aaron going to appreciate that too?
He knows. It's just different personalities.
Yeah.
I mean, I mean, and to this day, Steven's just very mild mannered and just kind of hanging out. Birthday, happy birthday to Matthew. He turned 28 on the 11th.
Ooh.
So
enjoy the remainder of your 20s.
Yes, exactly. I know. Whoa.
I mean, you hit your 30s and it's not as exciting anymore.
So we had Matthew that had his birthday, and Lindsay, Steven's wife, she had her birthday on Sunday as well. So happy birthday to Lindsay. And what else is coming up here? Oh, you know what I was going to say on all these events, we were talking about babies too much. This coming Saturday, so September 21st, I will be out at Frosty's playing the music.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, Kyle's got a deal. So I'm out at Frosty's. Music starts at 9:00 out at Frosty's. We go till 1:30 or whatever. But I have to say this: if you're younger and you're thinking, okay, this guy's out there playing, we can't go out there. No, I'm playing the dirty stuff.
Yeah, okay. You're playing a little Get Low.
I'm playing some of the stuff I don't even know the name of, but you have to remember. I have a son that's a program director at Top 40 radio stations. So he's feeding that stuff to me.
So if I come out to Frosty's and request WAP, you're playing it?
Absolutely. Okay. Yeah, I get little notes next to some of the songs. Don't play this till later.
Yeah.
Or watch, don't play this for, somebody that's 42.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, because they might not think it's that funny. But no, we're playing great music, great dance music. We take all kinds of requests. It's really been a good time out there. And if you have not been to Frosty's for any kind of a meal, they have a special every day of the week. They've got steak night on Wednesday. I remember that one. I think it's burger night on Monday, where they just give you a burger, then you go fix it yourself. Frosty's has amazing food at amazing prices, and they have a wait staff and bartenders. It's astonishing, but they're nice.
Yeah, they are. I mean, I grew up going to Frosty's. I had grandparents that lived in Napavine. We would go there for breakfast quite often on the weekends. And I mean, I feel like in some ways I grew up with the bartenders and staff that were there, because they're a lot of them have been there a long time.
They've been there a long time, and that's one of those things that's really neat. I think a lot of places, you go in there and then the next time you come in there, it's somebody different.
Yeah.
But they have a good time out there and well set up. So I've been really impressed working out there, filling in on the weekends. So that's this coming Saturday.
Have you had the garlic fries at Frosty's?
I have not had. You know what? Let me say this. Just because I'm talking about the food out at Frosty's doesn't mean that I've had a lot of it, because it is everything I can do at the end of the night or even during when I'm playing music to not go up there and order.
Sure.
They're bringing stuff by my disc jockey stand there, and I'm like, oh, man, I can't do it.
Let me tell you about these garlic fries, though.
You do it.
They are crinkle fries.
Yeah, I know.
But they're fried, so they're crispy crinkle fries, and they put the real minced garlic on them, like the actual like chunks of. Yep. Oh, be still my heart.
I know, and I've had their chicken strips out there. Those are super good. Their burgers are good.
And you can play pull tabs while you're there.
I know. And then I think one night, this was bad because I woke up with a food hangover. But I think I had like a shrimp basket. Yeah. And their tartar sauce is so good. Yes. That's a big deal with me. Yeah. If you can't make tartar sauce, then
so you're
gotta go back to the drawing board.
You're like Skylar with fry sauce.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, if you don't offer a fry sauce or it's not good, he's like, I have questions about your establishment.
Exactly. And I will say that, around town, like Dairy Dan and the Dairy Bar, they have great fry sauce.
Oh, yeah. Good goop.
Man, good goop. Yeah. So that's my, and thanks to Gina out there for all of her hospitality. Yeah. But if you're looking for a place to have breakfast, lunch, dinner, doesn't matter. And the kids can be in there till 9 o'clock at night. Yep. So I see, when I get there and I'm setting up, I see, a lot of kids in there because they'll be having some kind of a family get together. Yep. And they had a whole bunch of, birthday parties. God, we had a 60th birthday party out there over the summer. Yeah. They were dancing on the tables. Yeah.
Oh, we've had family events, and every once in a while,
it was good.
Every once in a while, you run into somebody that doesn't know that Frosty's is family friendly up until a certain time.
Exactly.
Like, I'm sorry, you were where at what age?
I know.
It's Frosty's. Like,
Absolutely. And then this was really weird because I was there. Let's see, the 21st. I was there on the 7th. I think it was. Yeah, I was there on the 7th, and there was it looked like a family sitting at a table, and it was about 10 o'clock at night. I thought, I wonder what those kids are doing in there. Yeah. And then all of a sudden, these two gals are guzzling beers. Am I that old?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. What are they, like 15? No, they were 21.
Oh, well, yeah, I have that. I'm like, yes. I'm old too, Steve.
You're not old. Although, what did they call your pregnancy?
Geriatric. You hit 35 and it is a geriatric pregnancy. I hear they put a sticker on your folder and everything. It's very, very undignified.
They should just slap a sticker right on your ass.
Pretty much.
Just there you go.
I thought it was lame because Kourtney Kardashian just had a baby at like 44.
I know, right?
Travis Barker. And I was like, how am I geriatric?
Travis. And boy, what a weird relationship that is.
Oh, so strange.
Because, Travis is obviously the drummer with Blink-182 out of San Diego. Yeah.
And I grew up with both. Yeah. Like OG Blink-182 and Keeping Up with the Kardashians.
I know. And she's so put together. Yeah. And he's got tattoo. Maybe that's the attraction.
I don't know.
And when you survive a plane crash.
Yes. Yep.
That was something.
Yeah.
I wonder how he's doing mentally after doing that. What a drummer. What a band.
It's hard to say from what you see in the news, but I mean, they look like a happy family. Well, what I can see.
As happy as you can be with that Kardashian.
I haven't watched a lot of Keeping Up with the Kardashians lately.
No. How does Bruce Jenner work? I mean, whatever he's calling himself now. How does he?
Caitlyn.
How does he work into that?
It seems like
he was the stepdad, right?
Yeah. But it seems like these days he has a cordial relationship with his ex, Chris.
Right.
Seems like they still cross paths. Again, I haven't watched Keeping Up with Kardashians lately, so if something's changed, I don't know about it.
Exactly. If you think about it, between Caitlyn and what's the mom's name?
Chris.
That's a lot of plastic surgery.
Oh yeah. Yeah. A lot of Botox.
Oh man. You walk into a sauna, stuff just starts melting.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a whole thing.
Thank you. I think we could sit here and chat about that all day long. Thanks for the information on Vader.
Yeah.
That's going to be a good time. And because I already forgot, when is it?
September 28th.
Okay.
From 7 to 11. There's a lot going on the weekend of the 28th.
Okay, so the 28th, because I want to go out there. If 2 Minute Miracle's out there, go see those guys out there. That's a great time. That's going to wrap it up for the Mohney Show this week.
Yeah.
Kind of just, kind of a loosey-goosey show. Mohney FM is on the air. I want to drop this in here. We're kind of lightly talking about this right now. So what it is you can go to Live 365 online. So go to Google, punch in Live 365. It'll pop up, and it's just the host of what we do. So they handle everything that we need, and just punch in Mohney FM. So Mohney, Mohney space.
Yep.
I don't think do you need a space?
No.
Anyway, FM.
Depends on if you're either way. Yeah. Doesn't matter.
Right there. And you'll find just absolutely fantastic music approved by me.
So what you're saying is if I can't make it to Frosty's this weekend, I could listen to Mohney FM, and it's kind of the same thing?
You know what I'm going to do? I mean,
without the dirty music, though?
Yeah, there's no dirty music here. No, this is, I will say that this is really, this is family friendly. I mean,
okay.
I made sure that, I didn't make sure, but I mean, so there's Heart right there.
Yeah, good song.
So that's it right there. But tell your friends, and we'll actually start them. Oh, hold on a second.
It's taking everything I have in me right now to not just belt it out with that.
Do it. You want to belt it out?
No, I don't.
Hold on. I got John Park coming up here in a second. These are songs that I love. It doesn't matter what decade. See? Right there, we got Stevie Wonder coming up. So can we do this on... Maybe we shouldn't be playing this music on this show. Because we pay the royalties on the other show.
Nah, that's fine.
Never mind.
I'll dispute it to you.
I don't want to get into that whole can of worms right there. The morning show starts on October 1st.
Yeah. Tuesday.
So that's what's going on there. This side of where am I at? The Mohney show, and that's Mohney. Okay. Anyway, it's time to wrap things up.
Yeah.
Have a good weekend. I got the kid coming into town tomorrow. And I get to see my youngest son for a while. Haven't seen him in a couple of years now. So this is going to be a lot of fun. We'll tape some stuff. We'll tape some hijinks, and we'll have it on next week's show. So thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.
And that wraps it up for the Mohney Show this week. Mike, hold a phone here, folks. There's a massive spider on the camera.
Is there really?
Yes. I wonder if is it going to crawl? I think it's going to crawl right on the lens. Nope.
Oh, I see it.
Oh, for the love of Pete. Oh,
all right. Well.
Oh, now it's on the viewfinder right there. Anyway, love to everybody. We'll see you next week here on the Mohney Show.